Wow, they actually did a second show. And this is it. The Rusty Gamer Review with Melinda Jacobs. That was fun last week, though.
It was really fun.
Nicholas David.
Oh, he was fantastic.
Yeah.
Now I've got a lot of my friends buying his CDs online. It's great.
And I'm going to take him to a movie.
Which I love.
We're going to go to X-Men.
He promised me that he would take a photo in my bathtub with all of his clothes on. I have a strange, super deep, weird bathtub that has a lion. The water comes out.
Yeah.
Okay, you don't have to get it. I get it, and he gets it.
What,
all right?
What part of the lion does the water come out of?
The mouth.
Okay.
We want to welcome to this episode Greg Bro, who is a very talented animator from Minnesota. We're going to talk about his story, and Greg, feel free to chime in whenever you want.
Excellent.
Firstly, I need to thank our sponsor, our studio sponsor.
Yes.
They're called Mac Men, not Mad Men. Mac Men, and we're going to find out how Mac Men can help you out coming up also in this show. If you got a Mac computer and you're like, I don't know how this works, they'll help you. And speaking of sponsors, you met some fun people from Macy's.
Yes. Okay. So here's the situation. It's Mother's Day today. I know this is going to air after Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So I was looking for gifts for my mom and my sisters who are mothers.
Yeah.
Of course, my mom is my sister's. Anyway, we just came back from family Mother's Day brunch, so I'm a little discombobulated.
Right. Okay.
All right. So I see this whole group of people sitting in Macy's in the perfume department.
Yeah.
And there's a woman with this machine. I'm like, what's going on here? It's a brand new thing that just came out. It's an they engrave perfume bottles on the spot.
Oh.
But they have to be L'Oreal products.
What are these?
No, these are that's just props. Okay, so.
What's in it, though?
Well, no, here. Okay, so let me just show you. Let me show you. Pretend that we're on Price is Right here, okay. You open yours and I'll open mine. How's that? There's yours.
Oh, wow.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Sorry, Greg.
Oh, man.
Too bad to be you.
Look what I got, though.
Do you see the bottle?
I'm so much more
No,
better than
look at
Greg.
Wait, look at the bottle.
No. Oh, yeah. So it's, that's what you're saying.
See, look
So
at this.
Oh.
So it's all
Wow.
Ralph
So-
Lauren products.
It's L'Oreal who owns a lot of these companies.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Which, by the way, Jennifer, I forgot the last show. She sat there quietly in the background. Everyone should have a beautiful blonde woman just in the show for no reason at all. No, Jennifer she's the one who hits us with all the music and the video, and she's very talented, and she was up late editing. Here, you can have some Polo Cologne, and Greg, you can have...
Here, we'll give you that.
This is for men.
Is this lubricant or?
Excuse me, we're in a PG house here. Hello.
Pretty sure it's candy.
Okay, sweet.
So
I'll eat that on my car ride home.
But I honestly just want to give a shout out
That
to
is
Samantha
cool.
because there's a lot of events coming up, and I'll share them with you guys in the upcoming weeks. But what a great Father's Day gift.
I grew up in Wayzata, and this was great when I grew up.
Okay.
I have my name etched on my right guard deodorant too.
Do you?
Yeah, it helps a lot.
You did that yourself.
You know what? We're very fancy at this show.
That is cool. All right. So breaking news, by the way, we were thanking Nicholas David. I just talked to Kat Perkins' people. She's going to be on our show. She's still out there in L.A., still competing on The Voice. And I'm going to talk to her while she's out there. But then we're just going to assume she's going to win, right?
We will tweet, Facebook. We're
going to help you out, Kat.
Kat, we're there for you.
But we're also working on then getting her to visit us here at our Podcast World headquarters, the Rusty Gatenby Review.
Podcast International headquarters.
Isn't it cool, though, that Minnesota has produced two very distinct singers on a national show?
I know.
The Voice in the ratings is destroying American Idol. It has become the show.
It is the show, yeah.
Do you watch the show, Greg?
I do not, but my wife tells me about it. She sings on some weekends, and she's a big fan of the show.
Well, and Tim Mahoney, Tim Mahoney's been a musician around here for years. He was on The Voice.
Was he?
Yes, he was.
I guess I didn't know that. I'm late to the Voice party, but now I started watching actually when Nicholas David was on, and I loved it.
No, Tim was on. In fact, Adam Levine thought he was a woman before he turned the chair around, which Tim was so thrilled about.
I do have a bone to pick with Adam. That is my hair color he's stolen.
He stole your hair color?
He's a blonde now?
Yeah,
Wow.
blonde.
Yeah.
Here's the deal. Yeah. Adam's Jewish and I'm Jewish. I'm just going to say for most of us have dark hair. Mm-hmm. Who's he kidding?
I know.
Really?
It looks good on him.
Maybe
If
Anyway,
that's
it
his
looks
natural
good
color.
and he's creative, fine.
support Kat Perkins, and I look
Absolutely.
forward to talking to her, and we'll have that coming up. Here's what's coming up on the show today. We will be doing movie reviews, including $1 Million Arm, which stars John Hamm. Disney movie based on a true story, but isn't that funny? We have Mac Men as a sponsor, and then
Right.
we have the Madman,
The Madman.
John Hamm, which,
Yeah.
by the way, I think that's one of the best theme songs, don't you?
I love it. I love it.
This is such a cool, groovy
It's that.
little...
It's that and the Game of Thrones theme song.
Now, if it had lyrics, I think I could write the lyrics to this one. Pretty sure it would
What
go something
would the
like
lyrics
this.
be?
Something like what?
Madmen, 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 madmen,
John Hamm. Yeah, there you go.
Do. It'd be like 3 hours long.
Yeah, just keep going. Anyway, we're going to talk about Disney's new
Don't
movie,
put
Billion
your
Dollar
day job by
Million Dollar Arm. We're going to give that review. I'm actually going to drag Greg out, too, to see Godzilla.
Yep.
That's coming out. And then I did get a chance to go see Neighbors. I know you hated it. I'm going to give the Rusty review coming up.
Perfect.
And then we also are going to go find the best burger in town, according to the city pages. That is out in the warehouse district, right?
Yep.
The Parlor.
I thought you were gonna say Burger King.
No. You
They have a
missed it.
good chicken sandwich, but that's
But
not what he's talking about.
by the way, we talked about Mad Men's theme song. I know for a fact that Greg, you have your own theme song, and I think it goes something like this. Back me up if I'm incorrect. But
All right.
I believe this is your theme song, isn't it?
Yeah, I wrote this. Yeah, this is. I sing this every morning when I walk out of the shower. It just kind of prepares me mentally for my day.
Who is this guy? You have it
I
on
have
your
no. I walk out of the shower.
I thought first it was a Saturday Night Live skit. It's
Nope.
real.
It is a real guy who apparently is horrible at lip syncing. I'm assuming he's lip syncing since the lips don't match up with the song at all in this video.
You have this dude on your Twitter page. How can folks find you on Twitter, by the way?
I'm at the Bro Show Tunes on Twitter, and I like to tweet nonsense and pictures of my food, so check it out.
You are. We're going to be talking to Greg coming up later in the show. But just so folks know, you're nominated for 3 awards, and these are kind of a big deal for animators.
Well, this is I'm going to be going to the LA Comedy Shorts Film Festival this week. It's the 6th annual iteration of that festival. I actually have 3 films that are in the festival. They would all be up for 1 or 2 awards potentially. The most likely one would be the Best Animated Shorts award, and then there's an audience award. So if people are drunk enough and like my work, maybe I have a chance.
Now my shorts are animated. Can I get in this contest?
Absolutely, I think you could. Yeah, just have SpongeBob boxers or something.
For people who haven't seen Greg Bro's work, we love that you're a fan of Chewbacca.
I love Chewbacca.
Chewbacca's been part of our show for some odd reason. But anyway, let's show people a bit of Greg's work.
Chewbacca was a heroic co-pilot, a loyal friend, and helped restore peace to the galaxy. But all that's about to change.
Chewie! This says here you never got your galactic engineering degree.
Now this hero's got one more battle left. And it's gonna be the fate of his life.
Wait. You're actually using a phone? I'm sorry, pal. Just be yourself.
Now the oldest college freshman in the universe is suggesting a new strategy. Let the Wookiee win. This fall, Chewbacca is enrolling in Star Wars Episode 68 Wookiee University. Coming soon to a theater near your galaxy.
Yep. It was a very emotional script. Yep.
So just real quick, again, we're going to talk to Greg later, but you were able to do all this from your home.
Yeah. I have a little studio at the side of my house, and that room is reserved for yelling into microphones and animating silly cartoons.
All right. Well, we're going to talk about that. We've had kind of a busy week. We actually went to, speaking of studios, Tom Bernard has his podcast network, which we're on the podcast network right now.
We love you, Tom.
Yeah. He broadcasts from his house for the morning KQ, but he broadcasts from the warehouse district for his podcast show, and so we got to go on there. And you're a fan of Don Shelby.
I'm a huge fan of Don, and it was
Don Shelby and Tom do the show together.
Right, and it was so much fun because we walked in, and Don and Tom were both sitting back, smoking cigars. I'm like, wait a second, isn't this a non-smoking situation here?
Vapor cigars.
They were not the real cigars.
Vapor cigars.
Yes, they were vapor cigars.
Did you grow up watching Don Shelby and listening to Tom Bernard?
A little bit. I mean, to be honest, where I lived, we had 3 channels, and based on how the antenna was facing, it was different 3 channels.
Okay.
We didn't really get a lot of cities news.
You were in southern Minnesota?
Yeah, I lived in Stewartville, which is maybe 8 minutes away from Rochester, Minnesota, and in the country, which means no TV, which is why I can draw now because I had nothing else to do back then.
I don't know if you're aware, but they have a Mayo Clinic in Rochester.
Tell me more of this Mayo Clinic.
No, we don't have time to
right.
do that. But
sounds amazing. Do they have the best burger there?
Yes. No, they don't.
Okay.
We're going to be talking about that best burger coming up. So this was a big deal, though. The Tom Bernard and Don Shelby, kind of the biggest names in television and radio in the Twin Cities.
Not just the Twin Cities. I mean,
yeah, nationwide.
International, worldwide.
Now with the podcast, of course.
Of course.
So this was, a big moment. I thought we better be on our best behavior. Well, as you're about to find out, because I wrote some video, Melinda was late to this visit. Check it out.
Do you realize
Hey, there was a little issue in the restroom.
they've been waiting for us?
What are you talking about? You said 3:30.
I know, they're ready now.
3:32 right now.
Oh, that's great. Well, there was no toilet paper in the restroom, by the way.
It happens.
All right, let me grab my water.
All right, well, do you mind? What's your name?
Mike Rasmussen.
What's your position?
Phones, backup producer, comedian.
Nice.
Yes.
Melinda's never done the Tom Bernard podcast. What would you tell her?
Oh, she's relaxed.
Relax.
Probably smoke some sort of vapor. Because everyone's going to be vaping in there. I hope you're not offended by
She had cold pizza. That was her
No,
prep.
I ate the cold. Walked in here like I owned the joint.
That's good.
Helped myself to the frozen, or not the frozen, the cold pizza.
Good start.
It was delicious. Then went and got some sun chips because I thought I should balance it out with something healthy. So now I'm officially extremely full and very excited.
Alright, good. We're perfect time to come inside. Let's
Okay.
go.
All right.
Gotta swap with that. Yes, I'm sure it's a little
We sold the car.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then it won't work.
Now, let me ask you a question about your work at Walser and all the used cars that you sell. This is
The Rusty Gatenby Review video podcast starts tomorrow.
Oh, boy.
On the Tom Bernard Network. The Rusty Gatenby Review is entertaining. The entertaining show about entertainment, as a matter of fact. Rusty Gatenby will give you his opinion about upcoming movies, restaurants, music, or events, and will also feature in-studio guests. The Rusty Gatenby Review. Find it at rgatenby.com. That's rgatenby.com on YouTube or on the Tom Bernard Network page. Tomorrow it starts.
I just like hearing his voice.
That's the deal.
It's very relaxing.
I could have him say anything. So just having him talk about our show is,
I know.
is cool.
I know. I'm a little apologetic about me kind of turning the computer. Well, there was a little thing in there where I was like, wait, where am I? Why am I not on camera here?
Yeah, they had I said turn the camera so Melinda
okay.
could be in there. So that was fun.
It was really fun.
I will also be posting later. There was an event later on that night that I went to where Tom Mischke and Don Shelby played the harmonica. We're going to post that to the page coming up. It got a little crazy at the O'Gara's podcast party celebration. So that was fun. I'll post that coming up. All right. So now comes the time where we talk food. Greg, what's the best restaurant? What was the best restaurant in your little town?
Well, Stewartville did have a Hardee's and
Nice.
a Subway. That speaks a lot to Stewartville.
Did they ever do like a prom at the Hardee's down there?
They did not, but people would hang out in the Hardee's parking lot. That was one of the common activities in Stewartville. So a lot of people drank at like 12 years old. It was
At Hardee's?
At Hardee's.
They
or the
served
gas
alcohol
station.
there?
They should have. They're out of business now. That's probably why they should have served alcohol.
And I know you get this a lot, but when you were hanging out at the Hardee's with your last name, did people go, "Hey, bro, what's up, bro?"
Nobody ever said that ever.
Never, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, I forgot. I was going to say, I'm glad you're part of the second show. Follow me on this joke. It's a joke, all
Okay.
right?
Yep.
I'm glad you're part of the second episode, Greg.
All right.
Of Greg Bro, because Julia Roberts actually wanted to be part of the episode. You know, she was famous for her Pretty Woman, but I said, no, Julia, bros before hoes.
Oh.
Bam!
Boosh!
Right?
I always tell that to my wife. It actually works. Like, hey, bros before hoes, and
I'm sure
she's
loves
a bro
that.
now. She's a bro, so it works.
So, well, and luckily the Twin Cities have a lot of options for fine dining, a plethora of options, or just if you want to grab a burger. And right, do you like burgers? You seem
do
to
I
like.
like burgers?
Yeah, you seem to like the burger.
I like any kind of burger.
All right, good.
Well, if you like any kind of burger, are you the right person to tell us what the best burger is?
Okay, no, the truth is,
I'll eat that crap.
Whatever,
No,
just put it in a bun. I don't
the
care.
truth is, I really do appreciate a very good burger with good cheese, good buns.
Yeah, well,
and the fixings.
Everybody likes nice buns.
Yes. Now that's a whole other contest. Yeah. All right, so by the way, I should show folks that here's the we are a big budget operation.
Huge.
This is
Millions
this is
of
what
dollars
I've been
in
shooting our field
equipment.
pieces with. This is my
Avatar was shot on that.
This is why it's this is what I've been shooting our field pieces with, and we shot one of the best restaurant reviews ever, I think. The best burger is, according to the city pages, the Parlor in the Warehouse District. Here's what happened.
Cause you're about to get cut up or get cut down. It's all just a matter of taste. Stop telling me the way I gotta play now. Put your food on my plate.
All right, so it took us a moment to find this place.
That's because you're directionally disabled, right?
Here. This is the Parlor. They said the best burger in town. 5 to midnight.
Yeah, there's nobody here.
The place right above.
You're not allowed to shoot me from behind.
I didn't shoot your butt.
Baby doesn't have back.
I didn't shoot your butt. You can shoot my butt anytime, though.
Wait, this thing's...
Okay, so what just happened now?
Well, apparently there's a private party going on.
Worst restaurant review ever.
Bunker burger? I'm craving raisin bran. Is that all?
Are they gonna let us in this time? Let's go try. We should wear sunglasses, Rusty.
Thanks, Bunkers.
Thank you. We love you. The Diet Coke was delicious. Okay, hang on. I'm such a
It's
whore.
open.
It's open for us. This is
What's your signature drink?
This is a Bouquet. Classic New Orleans cocktail.
What's the popular drink here?
Old fashioned.
Old fashioned. Do you make them a new way, or do you make them old fashioned?
We don't.
See what I did there?
I do.
Oh, all right. So what do you think? What's your first impression here?
That's a whole extra thigh coming on right now. It's a big thigh.
Oh, there's two burgers. There's two burgers in there. Wow.
Oh my god.
It's big, right?
We need some Bounty paper towels.
You be ready.
It's actually really good.
Is it?
I think it's really good.
Let's see. Take a bite out of it. It is good.
Yeah.
All right.
Cause you're about to get
There you go. So it was a rough start, granted, but we got to the burger, and it was good, right?
You know what? It was good, but we also, we're trying to do this, again, we're a high budget show. We're trying to do this everything in one take. I was the one filming Rusty, and I kept saying, okay, go ahead. 5 bites later, I think the hamburger was pretty much done. You're like, what the hell? I thought it was just going to be one bite, and we're going to be done.
Keep going. A couple of things about the place. I was expecting a burger joint.
Right.
Kind of like, more of a milk shake place.
Yeah,
It's more upscale. It was more like Mad Men type.
It really was.
It had a vintage quality
to it. There were people around
it.
us, like I think it was like a happy hour.
Yeah,
for
executive
businesses.
types.
And they were drinking wine and having burgers.
And old fashions.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was very
So
it was
that took me by surprise. It's not easy to find, in my opinion. It's downstairs on the corner, watching it across from Bunkers. Thanks, Bunkers. But yes, it was a very good burger. Jennifer, actually, she ate what you didn't eat.
I did. I really enjoyed
She ate
it.
your doggy bag.
It was great.
Why? What made it great?
It was just, the flavor. There was something else going on in there. It's not just how I would make a burger, slap it on a grill, a little salt.
Well, you know what? The thing that was so good about that burger is it didn't need a lot of extra toppings on it. It was just great, just plain meat.
There was cheese. There was melted cheese.
Right.
And I think the bun was kind of a buttery
It had to.
Butter.
Right?
Yeah, it was delicious.
It's a nice bun. Yeah.
It was
So,
really good.
City Pages claims the parlor has the best burger in town. I gotta say they're right. I'm gonna
Me
give it
too.
to them.
Me
All
too.
right. All right. Well, speaking of reviews, we're going to talk about some of the movies that are coming out this weekend, and we're going to talk to Greg Bro and check out some of his animated work. But now we got to take a moment with our sponsor, our studio sponsor, MacMen. What? What is MacMen? All right, so Mac computers, iPhones, iPads. We love our Apple products, but sometimes there's operator error or you need help, and that's where MacMen can help. Is that right?
That's right. Everybody loves their Mac computers and their mobile devices, and they work out great most of the time. But every once in a while you run into a situation where you need help with the hard drive crashing, or you know there's some great software out there, you don't know how to work it, or you need a network set up for your small office or your home, and that's what we do.
Who are you typically working with? Are these who are your customer?
About half of them are clients at home. We love to do house calls, so we're happy to come out to your house and help you out with all your computer problems. And then the other clients are small businesses at their offices, and we do great IT admin work, and love to migrate people from PCs to Macs, and also just take care of all their troubleshooting problems and maintenance.
All right, so if you think, okay, I can't figure my Mac out.
Yeah, that's great. We love to come on over. You don't have to haul your equipment all across town or drag it through a mall. Keep it at home, plugged in, all set, and we will come to your door and take care of any problems you have. We also replace smashed iPhone screens, iPad screens. We do it all. So. Wow.
All right, so there you go. How can they find you?
You can go to www.macmen.it. That's www.macmen.it, or call 612-345-8005.
I need your help on my computer. I want to change my screensaver to a larger face of myself. Can you do that?
We'll take care of it.
Do we zoom in here? What do we do? See, look at that. Now that's better. All right. Well, that was fun. Thank you again to MacMen. Greg, do you know anything about computers?
I know to turn them on. I know how to use Word. I think I know how to check my email, but that's about it.
This dude is proficient with computers.
Yes,
That's how he makes all of his fabulous animations. Well, speaking of movies, now it's time for the movie reviews. Got a couple of three we're going to do for you on this episode. And we're going to start off with the $1 Million Arm, Disney's new baseball movie based on a true story. Have you seen the promos?
I've seen the promos.
Are you a fan of John Hamm? Are you a fan of John's ham?
I kind of think
Hey-o.
my boyfriend. I'm a little
Yes.
partial to the fact that he kind of reminds me of my boyfriend a
Yeah,
little bit.
okay, I
Kinda
can
does.
see that a
He
little
just
bit.
doesn't have dark hair. So yes, I'm a fan of his, obviously, but I'm also a huge fan of Disney.
Yeah.
You know, I
Well,
really am. So.
And that's the key with this one. If you haven't heard, it's based on a true story. John Hamm plays a sports agent who's kind of down on his luck, and out of desperation comes up with the idea of, I will go to India, which they know nothing about baseball, but I'll see if I can find and train two athletes to play baseball, pitchers, to see if they have that $1 Million Arm. Now, these two actors, by the way, they've been in movies that you've seen before, including the one guy who was in Life of Pi, which I thought was a great,
such a great movie. Oh, the best.
And his name is, God, I did this last week. This is my new bit. Where I
We're
forget
just going to
names.
have to, when you forget names,
Right,
just
yeah.
call him John Doe.
It was that
Just
dude.
move your mouth and put it in post. It's like, Bill Smith.
No, he's Sharma. Suraj Sharma. And
That would have been my second guess after Bill Smith.
Suraj Sharma. He was great in Life of Pi. And so he plays one of the pitchers. Did you see Life of Pi?
I did see Life of Pi. That was
As
very
a
cool.
visual kind of guy, that was a very visual film.
It was a very visual film. I dug it.
And then Madhur Mittal is the other guy, and he was in one of my favorite movies of recent, Slumdog Millionaire. Did you like
I didn't
Slumdog?
see it. I'm sorry to
Did you
say.
see Slumdog?
I did see it.
It was good. And the music, Jennifer, you pointed out that there's some music used both in Slumdog and this one.
Yes, ringa, ringa, ringa.
Ringa, ringa, ringa.
Yep.
It sounds like someone's calling.
You would think so.
Can we hear Ring a Ring a Ring?
Yeah.
Do I have to give you a quarter?
Yes.
Get a robe.
This is because I did not recognize this.
This is a toe tapper. I'm liking this.
Let's put some lyrics to it.
Madmen, madmen, John Hamm.
The one I liked from Slumdog is the other one. That's not in $1 Million Arm, but of course, you guys, you didn't see the movie, but you must have heard the song that everyone started playing, right? It's the...
Jai-ho.
Do I have to give you another quarter?
Yes, you do.
Get a robe.
Jai-ho.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Maybe not this part. When he gets to the chorus, you will have recognized this. No? Not ringing any bells yet?
I think there was an Indian restaurant that I was at recently that had this playing in the background. I'm serious.
I love this song.
I do too.
I wonder how much the guy gets paid to go in the background. I want to be that guy.
What does your dad do? Well, he's not quite a singer.
Every song you hear that in, that's that one guy. He's like Andy Serkis with a motion capture, except
He's the little John of the Indian music world. Yeah.
All right, so back to the movie. John Hamm plays the agent. He finds these two guys. It is based on a true story. You can Google it and see these guys, and I guess it's not so much of a spoiler alert since it's a true story, but they do achieve a little bit of success. And in a true Disney fashion, you know, it's like, just when you thought there wasn't any hope, you know, they find
John
a way.
Hamm.
Yes.
Is this a movie? I have to ask you this. Is this a movie that it's a family movie, right?
It is a family movie.
I mean, is it for young children?
No,
because
it's
they'd
more,
have a hard
it's
time
babies.
It's
for babies.
It's for infants.
Yep.
This is bright colors.
Look at John Hamm, man.
Can a Teletubby be drafted? No, it is. There are some adult relationship things. John Hamm's kind of a bit of a cad, not too far away from his Mad Men character, and he does sleep around a bit. I think it's PG-13, or is it just PG?
It is. It's PG-13. But do you think John Hamm might be typecasted?
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
Oh,
he's typecast as John Hamm.
Yes,
that's right. And you know
I
what?
want to be
He's
typecast
enjoying
as John Hamm. That doesn't seem so bad.
He's enjoying it all the way to the bank.
Yeah.
You know what I found interesting is like that they focused it on John Hamm's character, the agent. Wouldn't it have been a different movie if they focused on the India boys and followed their experience of coming to America and all that? But maybe, I don't know, maybe that's just me. Of course, when you have John Hamm, here's the new focus.
I know, exactly.
It's on the agent. So it is good. Gets a little bit predictable. Again, it's a true story, so you can find out for yourself how it ends. I would give it a solid 2.5 out of 4 stars.
Okay.
You know, it's good. I liked it. All right. So, Neighbors.
Oh, here we go again.
Out at the box office now. Last week, Melinda hated it. I am a fan of like Animal House and Old School, even End of the World with Seth Rogen. Did you see that one?
I did. I loved it.
There seems to be a new trend in movies where now it's like, let's see what gross out scene we can outgross, you know, and that's going to be money in the bank if we just get raunchier and raunchier. There's a little bit of that going on in Neighbors. There's a couple of scenes where like, okay, really, you went there? But what I liked about it is Seth Rogen, of all people, he plays a young husband and his wife, Rose Byrne. They're like, you know, we're still young, we're not old, we're still fun people. But then when the frat house moves in next door, they're like, oh, keep it down. So they struggle with the idea of, oh no, we're still fun, but you guys shut up. And then they get into this outrageous war, who can make the other one move out. And you know, they expose themselves, Seth and Rose, as well. They're pretty immature, making bad decisions. So I laughed. There were some moments. There was a lot of I thought, tip of the hat to Animal House. I mean, the fraternity is the Delta House. The Zac Efron guy is pretty much Tim Matheson's Andrew Stratton, or whatever his name was in Animal House. And his buddy Dave Franco kind of plays the second fiddle like Otter had in Animal
So maybe
House.
it's the next, like, I'm thinking, because I know my son wants to see it, so I'm thinking maybe Animal House was my generation.
Yeah.
And perhaps Neighbors is...
Sure, for this generation,
Yeah.
it'll be that sort of a movie.
Right.
I don't think it's as good as Animal House. But I did find it interesting, having Seth Rogen as the guy who's usually completely gonzo, now playing a character that's trying to maybe mature a little bit.
Right.
But the whole thing goes off the rails and it all gets crazy, and I did laugh a few times. I'm going to give this one... I'll give it a 3.
Okay.
I'll give it a 3 out of 4
There you go.
stars.
Absolutely.
It is very raunchy and racy, so kids, if you're going to go, it's rated R. You're going to have to bring your parents, but don't be surprised if your parents do actually want to go, because they may just want to go. All right, so it's May. We're winding up to summer season. We're getting close to the big Hollywood summer season. The big box office movies are coming out. Including, I know you can't wait to see Godzilla.
Oh, I'm just all about it.
That sounded like sarcasm.
No, I'm setting my alarm.
I'm getting the vibe, Greg, that she doesn't want to go to the screening of Godzilla.
Yeah, I'm sensing it. I'm reading
I don't
her body
know.
language.
Do I have something going on?
I don't think
I'm
she
starting
does.
to think.
No? Doesn't want to? Craig, would you like to go to the screening of Godzilla with me?
Actually, I would love to go to the screening with you.
Let's go.
Out of here.
Come on, dude. It's right this way.
Don't we have a show to do?
Yes. One second. Do I know you?
Yeah, hi, Dad.
It's my son. This is your son. Do you want to go to the movie?
Oh, sure.
Okay, hurry. God help us all. So, what'd you guys think? Did you like it?
Yeah.
You look good in the shades. What'd you like about it?
It was very, it never, didn't have action. It always had something going on.
Greg, what did you think?
I thought it had good disaster porn, but it's never a good sign when whenever it goes back to the characters and you're disappointed that you're not seeing monsters fight. That doesn't say a lot to the character development.
Once about the second half on, then you get your Godzilla on.
Absolutely, and all the action sequences were really well shot, well done.
Man.
I can't believe.
So you stick by that opinion?
I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, I am too.
Wow.
So, did you guys miss us?
I want to know what kind of opinion that you have.
We're sticking by. You just saw it. We just showed you.
I was amazed that all the special effects were actually in camera. There's no CG at all.
That is amazing.
Yep.
Now, you would be very familiar with how difficult it is to make a movie with certain special effects.
Yes, I made the 1998 Godzilla. I was the director. Matthew Broderick was a little difficult. Which
See,
is
I'm
why.
calling bullshit on this right now.
Okay.
I thought you were the woman in that one.
I was the woman. Yes.
Okay, all right. I'm a little confused.
Let's now focus our attention on young Greg Bro.
Yes.
What was it like growing up, and how did you get into animation?
Well, I got into animation mainly out of, ever since I was a little kid, I've been drawing and writing and doing all that kind of stuff. And, every time I draw a picture, it's usually felt like a still frame to a bigger story. And as I got older, I started to, discover that you could actually learn how to do these sorts of things and tell the stories that's going on in your head with more than just the still drawing. You could actually, record sound and, put music to it and create something that other people could enjoy, only to realize how messed up in the head you are.
So are you self-taught then?
To a degree. I actually went to school and studied animation there, but I was more focused on computer animation. And I discovered that I hate doing computer animation.
Really?
Yeah, I don't enjoy it at all. I like drawing, so the computer felt like it was
So
disconnecting.
you like to go the original route.
Yeah,
Where you're actually putting a lot of work into it.
I don't
want to
pushing
buttons.
I don't want to build a big 3D model and figure out how the muscle connects to the bone in the 3D model. I just want to draw the picture and then hey, it's done, cool, and then I can go drink beer or go cry.
Of course.
I don't know.
Go cry.
Yeah, just cry.
Well, we're going to show a little bit of the super. What is it?
Stupor powers.
Stupor powers and
Stupor powers.
We're going to show a little bit of this, and then we'll start talking about the techniques that you're using. But
Absolutely.
part of the charm is it actually looks like it's on notebook paper.
Yeah. Yep.
Because is it?
Well, it's not actually.
Oh. But that's the flavor you want.
Yeah, I growing up in grade school and high school, I would often draw a lot in my notebooks instead of actually doing homework. So I kind of like that aesthetic and figured that was appropriate for what Superpowers is to me.
All right. Well, let's check out a little bit of Superpowers.
Superpowers.
I recognize the voice.
My dad.
Superpowers. The Odysseus Marigold School for Gifted Youth. A place to study, to learn, and be a part of the greatest goddamn superhero team the world has ever known. For hidden beneath the hallowed halls of education lies an elaborate fortress of crime-fighting enterprise known as the Omen. A superhero group hell-bent on ridding the city of the criminal plague that, plagues it. And how did the mighty Omen come to be, you might ask? It all started with its founder, Professor Odysseus Marigold. At an early age, young Odysseus knew he was destined for greatness, mostly because his mother left him signs telling him this.
You are
She
destined
also
for
drew
greatness.
cats. The woman was batshit crazy.
It's like paperboy.
Greatness eluded young
So,
Odysseus.
you say you
all
like
the way
drawing
through
pictures.
college
Let's talk about this for a little bit. How do you make it all come to life then and move?
Well, I do most of the animation in a program called Adobe After Effects, which allows me to create, almost like puppets of the characters. So, the style is very limited where, you're not seeing fully fleshed out Disney animation, but, you might see slight movement of an arm or a head moving or something like that. It's very simplified, especially with Superpowers, because the whole idea I had with the series was that I would just generate one every week or every other week. So the style itself was bred out of that.
I love this. I have to tell you.
you.
I mean, the one thing I've never liked about animation is too much going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just too much, and I get confused.
Less
This-
is more. It says a lot with your...
Absolutely. And your talent.
Thank you.
Yeah. And your humor. You're a weird
I
dude,
am.
Greg.
Weird
I am.
MF.
Well, I love the animation, but I do have to say the part that I probably enjoy the most is the writing and the designing of the story. Animation is a means to an end, but if I could hire people to do the animation for me, I would have loved to do that because, for all the shorts that I've done, I have about 50 other scripts just sitting there,
wow.
and I want to do them all, but it takes so long to turn stuff around that I've barely scratched the surface.
And you are all the voices.
I am, yes. I'm
Wow.
very difficult to work with. I have my own trailer.
Makeup and
I know,
hair,
I put on
people.
makeup, even though you can't see me. I'm wearing makeup.
Now, see, again, that's weird, Greg.
It is.
How
yes.
long does it take you to put together a short?
Well, Superpowers, I can usually turn out an episode of that in 2 weeks to a month. When I started doing Superpowers, it was the storylines themselves were a lot more simple than they currently are, so now they take a little bit longer. But the when I started doing Superpowers, the goal was to do something that I could turn around in a week. And so I had this summer where I just put my head down, and every week I would have to create a new short and put it out on the same day. And I mean, it almost killed me. But in that short amount of time, I felt like I got a lot better just from doing the reps of having to write something, voice something, animate it, put it together, and release it in a week. Like, by doing those reps, I felt like it just made me better, and it's helped me to really wrap my head around the world of Superpowers, which is why I really enjoy that series.
So what's the goal? What's the mission then? I mean, a lot of people these days, animation. Oh, do you know Disney? Pixar?
Well, I would say my mission is not as much about animation itself. It's more about comedy.
Oh, okay.
I just want to have people watch my work. I mean, ideally, I would love to figure out a way to monetize it so that I could do that exclusively because I do have a day job. But
Male exotic dancer.
I know. Ooh, I manage an Arby's. But I don't do it for the money. It would be great to make money off of it.
How do we make that happen for you, though? Because you've got all these...
I'm
going
going to be selling T-shirts on my website.
So buy the T-shirts,
Buy
go
the
to your
T-shirts,
website. But we got to get you a national sponsor so
I
you
agree.
can just keep creating
Maybe
this.
like the etching perfume people.
No, this one's mine.
Oh, Ralph Lauren would be a
Yes.
perfect fit.
I know.
This one's mine.
For cartoons that stink, put on.
Hey, there you
Yes.
go. Well, part of it is getting attention from your peers, and that's what's happening with you. You're going to Hollywood.
Yes, Hollywood. I'm going to the LA Comedy Shorts Film Festival, which runs from May 15th to the 18th. This is the 6th year of the festival, and it's just it's one of its kind in that it only shows comedic shorts.
Yeah.
So you're not going to screen after a 20-minute film about cholera, which I've done before.
Right,
it's all going to be funny stuff,
Yeah.
which also brings in a lot of cool people because, you know, part of the fun of going to a festival like this is everybody you talk to is funny.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
It's just so interesting and fun.
Well, are any names that we would recognize come out of this or attend?
As far as attendance, every year they give out an award called the Commie, which is it's not what you think.
Oh, God.
It's
That's a good name.
It's about communism.
Yeah. See,
wait, maybe that is what you think. But every year they give out an award to honor somebody who's had an impact on the industry. So last year they gave an award, that Commie Award, to Key and Peele.
Oh.
This year they're going to be giving one to Weird Al Yankovic. I'm going to try.
Are you serious?
I am totally serious.
No.
You have a crush on him?
I kind of in a weird. I remember several years
Should
ago.
I get
he
his
was
phone
in-
number?
No, several
I'll
years
do it.
ago when he was in town, he was at a restaurant, and I was at
Mm-hmm.
a restaurant, of course, same restaurant, and he got up and it was like, oh, I don't know what it was.
Did you approach him all emotional, like, when you wrote "Beat It," changed me as a person?
The thing is, he's a handsome guy. You know, a lot of it's he's in character when he's done a lot of his short. Oh no,
I'm gonna walk up to him and get an inch away from his face and be like, Melinda was right, and then I'm gonna smell him.
Oh God.
Yes. Well, see ya.
So, are there any other people you would like to sniff, or just Weird Al?
Well, I like to sniff everybody. I just tell everybody out there that that's just a common Minnesotan greeting. But
Melinda's
you know-
backing away.
Sorry, it's that perfume. I can't help myself.
I know.
You all smell delicious.
Does your comedy, I would think it would be a home run, work with something like Adult Swim? Have you pursued
Yeah,
that?
actually, that's part of the fun of this film festival is that there's a lot of people from things not necessarily Adult Swim, but like Funny or Die or Break.com, probably somebody from Adult Swim or even Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
It really is random, what year who is there, but those are the types of people that come to this sort of event to scope out new talent. And so yeah, that's definitely part of my agenda this next week is to connect with those people and smell Weird Al Yankovic.
And smell Weird Al. Who makes you laugh? What kind of stuff?
Great
makes
question,
you
by
laugh?
the way.
Well, I mean, there's lots of comedy that I watch that makes me laugh, but my friends make me laugh.
Yeah.
Life makes me laugh, but as far as comedians, I love Louis C.K.
Yeah.
He is just the best. I could listen to him talk about anything. Animation-wise, I love Archer. I love South Park. I love Adventure Time. Like, visually, I love kids' cartoons, but I love juxtaposing that style with the horrible things that I write.
Can you sit through a movie like Frozen, or is that too
I haven't seen
polished?
Frozen. I'm not really big on the whole musical stuff, but I love Incredibles. I just love good storytelling. So I don't care if it's animated or live action, whatever it is. Like, I kind of forget about what it is visually, and if the story's awesome, I can look past that. I mean, you look at South Park, it is the reason it succeeds isn't because of its visual style. It's because it's really funny and it's well written and
Very well written.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a satire on our culture and all that.
Yep.
But like your style, the rudimentary style kind of enhances the joke.
Yeah, actually, you can get away with more stuff with a very simplified style than you could in live
Look
action.
what we're doing. You can't get much more simple than this.
Very simplified, but there's horrible things that they can get away with in South Park or Family Guy that if that was live action, wow, there's no way they could get that stuff on TV.
Speaking of simplified and horrible, did you do a drawing before you came here?
I actually did. I was inspired by our Godzilla trip.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I have not seen this.
I haven't either.
I'm not sure can we show this on the internet, or is it banned?
Hang on.
Full frontal Godzilla.
Oh, great.
I did a lot of shading around his genital area.
Oh.
It's beautiful. It's so big in the movie.
Okay, that's great.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Let's see.
This is actually Rusty is fighting Godzilla.
Nice.
That is so cool.
This is really silly, but story behind this is that Godzilla is attacking Minneapolis. And in his attacking, he has devoured Melinda whole. So Melinda is actually living inside of Godzilla's belly, kind of like the whale in Pinocchio. She's just chilling out in there like, oh, it stinks in here.
Is that vomit?
I wish I had perfume. It's part of the story. So when you fight Godzilla, much unlike, if you get attacked by a shark, you're supposed to punch them in the nose.
Yeah.
And, if you are exposed to radioactivity and good at boxing like Rusty is in this picture and can enlarge himself to the size of Godzilla.
Right.
He knows this because he's been on Wikipedia that if you punch Godzilla in the nose, he pukes. And then he just goes to sleep. So this is the part of the story where he punches Godzilla in his stupid nose and he vomits up all the stuff that he's eaten, which is
By the way, I wanted to ask you,
You're
am I one of the people who's vomiting up?
The other one's Jennifer.
Yeah. Oh,
See,
that's
right
great.
there.
Look at us, girl.
They're surfing.
That looks just like you, actually.
I look so thin.
You're actually you're surfing on like a door or something, and then you land on the ground and then go and eat the best burger in the Twin Cities.
Now, I know you could do Chewbacca. Prove it. If you were forced to do Godzilla, how would you have to do that sound?
Oh, man.
That's really hard. That's
Or,
pretty good.
hey, I'm Godzilla. What's up?
What up?
What's up? I'm going to wreck your city, idiot. Ugh. I hate all this stuff. Radioactivity. Where's Bryan Cranston?
Can we be honored by putting this up? We're
Absolutely.
We're starting
have to
with the
post that
studio
up.
by putting things up.
Absolutely.
And so this is
Yeah,
really,
I like it. I love it. All right.
Cool.
Well, good luck in Hollywood.
Thank you.
3 nominations?
Well, three shorts I have screening.
I see.
The 3 shorts that are screening, 2 of them are episodes of Superpower. So The Omen is screening, Catman Begins, and then I have a new series that I'm going to start called The Crazy Misadventures of Christ.
That's going to go well with a lot of people.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Good Lord.
I think I'm going to lose some Facebook friends with that one, but that debuts at
Jesus,
LA.
what is he thinking?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Cheese and crackers.
Cheese and crackers, Jesus. and that specific episode is about Jesus getting bit by a snake.
Oh.
So
yeah, I don't recall that story, but all right.
Well, you'll remember it when
I'll
you see
remember
it.
after I see it.
Yep.
And how can people see all of your stuff? You got stuff on YouTube?
I do, yeah. Well, if you want to learn more about me, go to thebroshow.com where you can watch all my cartoons, or you can also find me on YouTube, youtube.com/thebroshow. I'm also on Twitter at the Bro Show Tunes, and if you want to look at what I'm eating, you can follow me on Instagram at instagram.com/thebroshow.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yes. Ooh,
You
he's
eat
eating
many
waffles today.
Instagrams
Exciting.
oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, before we say goodbye to this episode, Melinda, any final thoughts here?
No, I'm actually very intrigued by it. I mean, now I have something to. So this is what I love about doing this show is now I have something to follow.
Someone to root
I
for.
feel
That's
like I feel like.
Then it was a success.
Yes.
No, but you know what? I feel that you're going to be that guy that I'm going to be like, oh, God, that second show that we had.
Yeah. Remember that guy?
He was the guest on the show.
I hope you're right.
And then
or I could be the first domino that leads to the downfall of this podcast.
One of those
Come
two.
on.
I know. One of those two.
Can I play us? I don't have a Catanjo, but if I had like a kazoo with a sword and I just cut dry brush and it plays music.
No, but yes, you could do that.
No.
But what we are going to do is end the show with one of your shorts. So, and describe this one.
Yeah, what you're going to see is a short called Famous People Fast Food, and this is just a bunch of celebrities stopping at the Burger Buddy to order lots of different fast foods.
All right. Good luck in Hollywood, man.
Good luck.
Thank you. It was
All
nice
right.
meeting you guys.
Absolutely. You too.
See you next time. What's this one called?
Famous People Fast Food.
Famous People Fast Food.
Can I take your order?
Take my order. Would like a burger, pie, french fry, napkin. Are those napkins made of cotton?
They're made of napkin materials?
Asparagus, waffle, hot ham and cheese, ribs, chili dog. I want spaghetti.
Sir, we don't serve that here. Now, if you'd like to read off the menu.
I ain't got time to read. Now give me spaghetti, or I'll hop over the counter and beat you to death with my canteen.
I would like to order the Jell-O pudding pop. What? The Jell-O pudding and the pop and the pudding and the pop with the Theo, you see. And the Theo, you see, what I would like is the pudding pop.
The Dakin Deer Ostrich Protein Bar Milkshake.
Aren't you gonna order me anything?
You were eating almonds in the car.
I need something more substantial, or I'm going to totally get a headache.
What do you want?
I'll take a Happy Meal.
I would like to play
Fries, an order, please. Sir, you don't have to yell. I'm not yelling. This is my normal speaking voice.
You put the french fries in the basket. Are the fries forged in the fires of Mount Doom?
I think they were forged in the deep fryer.
Oh, have a nice tea then. You put the french fries in the basket. The rack of lamb, half a pancake, apple crisp, boysenberry pie, and a small diet cola.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Total comes to $8,000. Will that be cash or credit?
American Express. Damn it, I forgot my wallet in my Humvee. I'll be back.
I need a new job.